Hey, what's up, welcome back. Another Poem Master video, and here let's talk about Bertha and Hippowdon, which is dropping later tonight, as usual, right on reset, and we will be obviously pulling for it live, so make sure y'all tune in. Should be fun. All right, these new banners are actually pretty good. But anyways, let's talk about it, right? So Bertha Hippowdon is going to be again a spotlight ground type unit, and this ground type unit is attack. And basically what it does a lot of things. It does a lot of things, right? Like it could tank, it could set Sandstorm here, right? It has a nuke, right? A lot of really great things. It has stealth rocks. So let's get into it one by one. So first of all, in terms of stats, it has pretty decent defensive, tank stats. Not so much the defenses, but like the HP is good at least, right? You have very good physical attack, right? 351. Physical attack is pretty good, and then speed's not that great, right? And if you look into your moves, you got Sand Tomb, which traps the opponent, Stealth Rock, which gives a rock damage field effect, which should, if I were to guess, should kind of act like trap, right? Every time the opponent, does something, they take this rock type field damage, right? So instead of like swapping in and out like how they do in the main series, it's kind of like trap, right? Basically. So yeah, so we have two DOTs over here, and then you have a third DOT sort of in Sandstorm, right? If they don't have Sand Shelter, but I mean obviously Sandstorm is more useful for the sake of sending Sandstorm rather than the extra bit of chip damage it does. But you do definitely have a lot of chip damage. Then you have your trainer move, quite something, raises your defense and special defense by 1, raises a crit of all allied sync pairs by 1, right? And then it adds additional +1 defense, special defense in Sandstorm, right? So if you are using this in Sandstorm, you get +2 defense, special defense, and +1 crit for your whole team. So she is, even though she's a tech, she is also a crit buffer, team crit buffer, which is pretty crazy, right? She's a she's a nut. Like, man, all these new spotlight units are fantastic. Bertha's fantastic, Aaron's fantastic, Lucian's fantastic, right? Man, these guys are nuts. Anyways, and then your sync move, obviously a tech sync nuke. The innate multiplier is based on Sandstorm. If there's Sandstorm, you get the extra innate, sync nuke multiplier over here. And as for your passives, you have Sand Summoner, which gives Sandstorm on entry, which is very nice. So you don't have to waste the Sandstorm over here, right, when you're trying to buff. And then you have Sandslinger 9, 100% chance of lowering the opponent's attack by 1 when you're when you attack them in Sandstorm, and then Pokefab Trap 5, which increases damage opponents take from being trapped. So overall, again, it just does so many great things, right? Team crit buffs, can tank, set Sandstorm, a lot of DOT in both Sand Tomb, Stealth Rock, and then you have a really powerful ground type nuke. In fact, like, this thing is not like, if you think like Signature Giovanni's coming up, and he's going to be a incredible ground type damage healer, but the nuke on Bertha is slightly the ground type nuke on Bertha is slightly ridiculous. It's kind of ridiculous, right? It's very powerful, and that does stem from obviously the Tech EX innate. You got Sandblaster 9 over here, right? Trap and Sync 5, just a lot of big, sync move multipliers, right? So yeah, that's really cool. So in terms of the grid, we also have a lot of great things in the grid. Obviously, you got Escape Artist, which is nice. Wide Awake is okay-ish. There's just not that many enemies that like try to sleep you, right? You got Soothing Sandwich, Heals and Sand, which is cool. Hidden Heal on your trainer move, right? Gives you gradual heal. These are separate gradual heals, by the way, obviously, so you get like double the heals, whatever. Not double, but you get both heals. Shifting Sand gives you evasion, +1 in Sandstorm. Sands of Time charges gauges faster in Sandstorm. And then 3 out of 5, you got MP Refresh on Sandstorm here. You got Sandcastle here, which reduces damage taken in Sandstorm by 20%, right? Should be 20%. And then another Sandslinger here, just to further debuff the opponents. Oh yeah, I forgot also the physical attack debuff, right? And then you got Endurance here. Again, the big sync nuke multipliers, and then you have an extra team sharp entry 1 over here, right? So you don't even need the MP refresh on your training move to max out your team's crit, right? You just do this twice, boom, max your team crit, Sandstorm, nuke, get everything, you know. It's just it's a really great unit. So anyways, in terms of if you are gonna pull for her, obviously 1 out of 5 is mostly enough, but 2 out of 5 doesn't give you too much. If you're, you know, you probably want 3 out of 5. And look, again, it's a permanent pull unit, right? You will, you know, once the banner goes away, it's always going to be in the permanent pool, so I wouldn't really rush to get more copies, even if you just really want, you know, a Bertha over there, right? And obviously, like as I mentioned in all the videos, if it's your favorite trainer, favorite Pokemon, whose favorite trainer is Bertha? I've never heard someone say their favorite character is Bertha, alright? But I mean, if that's you, God bless, I guess. Go for it. But otherwise, right, in terms of, well, is this a banner to really pull for? Again, it kind of depends. If you are a whale, if you do spend money on this game, the new Spotlight discount banner is very good. And since Bertha is a fantastic unit, I highly suggest, you know, people who spend money on this game to definitely try to pull for it, especially on that, you know, the discounted banner with the guaranteed Bertha, right? But if you are free to play, again, free to play wise, maybe not so much. Again, Singsu Morty's banner is still up, right? Shiny Hole's fantastic unit. And then you have Nidoking coming at the end of the month, which is crazy. And then the next month, we're probably going to get part 2 of the Johto arc, right? Maybe they'll drop a Johto Master Fair, who knows, right? So yeah, this again, very good unit, right? Hippowdon, fantastic unit. But again, it is going to be in the permanent pool, right? It is going to be in permanent pool. It's just not as urgent as some other units that you probably want to be pulling or saving for, right? And again, you will have the chance to get Hippowdon in the future anyways, right? Once the banner does go away. So yeah, great unit. You know, this is something that you should be looking forward to when you're pulling in the future, right? You know, if you don't get the banner unit, you gotta, you know, I'd assume a lot of people will be hoping to at least get a Hippowdon in there, right? In one of these multis or whatever. So yeah, fantastic ground nuker, tank, crit support, attack debuffer, sandstorm setter, so many great things. Dude, these units are good, man. These units are good. So anyways, yeah, I'd probably still give it as around as same score as Aaron, right? In terms of rating, I'll give it a 4.5 out of 10 pull rating. Again, putting it under 5 out of 10 just because it's the banner's not. It's not a poke fair, not a master fair, not a seasonal. It's not a limited unit, right? But the unit itself is fantastic, right? Very good. But again, just for free-to-play players, I'd still, you know, chill on this one. But anyways, that's really this one. Hope you all enjoyed. Guys, think in the comments down below. Like this video, start our channel for some more Pokemon content, and you know, tune in later tonight for the polls. The again, the new discount thing is really nice. And have fun, folks. I'll see you guys in the next one.